Good morning, Tia.
Good morning. Why is your intro so long?
Listen, because I do it correctly and you do it wrong. Because you put on the countdown and you're not even live yet. I put it on so that I can see the live little thing come up and I know that we're live. And then I put our other intro in. And you saw I was doing something.
Yeah, I did see that you were doing something. Um, I got it. So what are you saying about my third? I put the 30-second timer up and then I finish what I'm doing in 30 seconds and then I try and go live. Sometimes, it don't work that
Yeah,
way.
but nobody sees the 30-second thing but you.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
what I'm
know that.
trying. Yeah, you have to press live. And
Well,
then they
there's
see
no
the
need to
30
press
second thing.
live if I still need a few moments. Okay, well then I learned something. Look at that, y'all. 7 years, 7 years later, I just learned that y'all don't even see the 30-second timer. I just must come in. It's like, hello.
It's true. But
It's never too early for
I
us,
was
Sue. That's why you here. So we can
I
wake
was
you up
I
with
wasn't
some
gonna argue with you about it. So
laugh. Everything is perfect, ladies. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Robin, Denise, Gail. How you doing? Made it through the storms. Susan. Good morning,
I,
Susan Masquerade. This is my Sue. Hi, Sue.
it was storming really bad this morning when I got up.
And Mud Nut. Um, is it storming there?
It was. It's raining. It's supposed to rain all day.
So this weather here in Vegas, I don't know what is going on. I feel like I'm in a different part of the world. Um,
Hot?
It was hot in February, so it was like 85 to 89 first couple of weeks. And then, I went on my trip. And so while I'm on the trip, it's beautiful weather. It got even hotter. But the trip weather wasn't great. So it was cold in New Orleans, rightfully so. This is, wintertime. It's just we don't experience it here, like that. And so it was cold. Then, obviously we went to tropical islands and it was nice. The unfortunate part is the last tropical island, it started to rain, which lowers the temperature. So it's freezing cold. I get back. I had a couple of days where it was nice. So as you guys saw, I put my curls back in. And I always wear curls when it's nice because, you know, I can sweat a lot. So, plus I'm washing my hair almost every day when my curls are in, just to keep them fresh. Here, I get back and it gets cold again. So I had to put my hair back straight. So I'm not washing it every day and I'm not freezing cold. Anyway, it is heavy. It feels heavy sometimes and I sweat. So I decide to get a haircut.
I think you need to thin it out maybe.
I think that's going to be next. So I get layers put in. Yay, layers, which is more work. I didn't know that. But my hair feels heavier. I mean, it
It
does
should
feel,
feel lighter.
no, it doesn't. Feels heavier. So someone told me to request, because I go to Ulta and someone said, oh, yeah, you can request to have it thinned
It's
out.
all
I said,
those extensions. Maybe if you took the extensions out, it might
yep,
be
if I
a little
take
heavy.
all these extensions out, you know, yep, that will be next.
I told someone at work that I say that
Now I messed
too.
my hair up, but that will be next, guys. Extensions, taking them out, taking the clips and everything out. Um,
There's this girl at work. She has long hair, but it's got like a curly wave to it. And I said, "Oh my gosh, if you straighten that out, it's probably past your bum, because that's how long her hair is." And then I told her about how I tease you about your extensions.
thank you, sis. Good morning, Jay Lee. How are you? We will get the storms after midnight in Georgia. So I am hearing that there's some storms where my two sisters are. I believe that is that Tornado Alley, where you are in Wichita over to Missouri. They got some wretched weather coming their way there. Georgia, not too far off. So I am hoping that you guys, see better weather.
I hope
And
I don't lose my
importantly,
power. If I lose my power, it's all on you, Tia.
yep, it's gonna be my fault. But most importantly, if you
Not your
guys,
fault. You're gonna have to take over the show
oh,
if I lose power.
well, we better get this big news out right now then, because I don't even know what it is, but we all want to be shocked because I'll be sitting here and they'll be like, well, what's the big news? I don't know. I was part of the audience for that too. So, yes, tornado. It was
No.
like Wizard of
My
Oz here
theory my
yesterday.
theory was if I put a title that will entice people to come, then maybe you'd have a bigger audience.
Look at what you did.
So
You went from
really,
30 people last show to 11. Don't nobody want to hear your big news.
because I figure, people like some juiciness,
Well,
but
there you go.
honestly,
My
but
sister really
honestly,
bringing the
there
juiciness. Look at that comment. Who's pregnant? It definitely wouldn't be me.
would be immaculate conception. That's for sure.
Hi, Rebecca.
I
I'm hoping that you get to feeling better, Amy. Love you.
The truth is there is no big news unless you have some big news to tell us all. But
Well, not really big news, but just irritating, frustrating news. But good news on top of it. So you guys all know that my daughter, I talk about her often. She just graduated from UNLV. She did student teaching from August to December, and she has been a temporary teacher for junior high school. And that was starting January and going through June. But the end goal was that she wanted to teach. She wanted to have her own classroom, and she wanted to have a. Amy says she's not pregnant, and she wanted to have, just a regular contract position, knowing that this is her post, this is where she wants to be. So she's been still applying for other schools and interviewing. Great. And she actually heard back on Tuesday for a full-time teaching position, her own classroom in a middle school. It's far. It's really far. So I don't know if you remember Shelly that was on our show after I went to unpack the cruise. So and I was telling you how far Shelly lived. She lived almost out to Tonopah, the whole other city. My daughter is teaching at the junior high school that Shelly's kids went to. That's how far away she is. So, whew, it's a minute's drive to get out there. But she stayed
a
10
lot
minutes
of people do it though. A lot of people commute like that, an hour and a half drive to work every
to
day.
work. Well, we'll definitely have to look into getting her like some sort of smaller, more, just safer vehicle. She has my old vehicle, and that vehicle is 10 years old, and it's about to hit 85,000 miles. So she's got a little while, maybe to go. But as far as that far of a commute, I probably would feel more comfortable with her in something newer, a lot lower of miles and things.
Let her drive butterfly.
That's just not gonna happen. I love her, but Butterfly is my baby. I figured somebody would say that too.
The truth comes out.
So she got to get a butterfly of her own. That's all.
She gotta, she's gonna
But
wash off the paint on
when
that
they off,
butterfly because she's always taking it to the car wash.
I take Butterfly to the car wash at least. Woo, my ride has 260,000. 85,000 is like driving a new car these days. Okay, well, I'm hoping that because other people are like, man, she still got a long way to go. It's a Nissan, and we definitely stay up on all the maintenance, everything. Replace this, replace that. If it's less than 500, we'll go ahead and okay it when they suggest it. So I just want her to be safe is all. Hi, Chantel. So kudos to her. She did get the call later that day and they offered her the position. The problem, there's always a dilemma that has to, dun, dun, dun. The issue was they needed her to fill a position immediately. And she had already, signed on and she's very reliable and she's helping out at this other school until June. And they wanted her to start the very next day. Like,
So then
mm,
what? Then what happened?
she asked for one day so that she could tell them and try and get some things in place. But obviously, she's not going to be able to give them 2 weeks, which is, adequate notice and things. And then she started Thursday. So yesterday, she had me and brother come out so that we could kind of see her classroom, visualize everything. She does have her own office. She's like the director of a program. So she got in. She had a really
Right.
good, well, she double majored. So she majored, obviously, she wanted to teach, but she also was a music major. You know how she used to sing and she had this budding career that she retired from. So she also majored in music, hoping to fuse them because she wants to be a professor of music at UNLV. But she ended up getting, because of her experience, this director position of the music program at that school.
Oh,
She has
nice.
her own office, and she's going to have like the room where the kids will be able to go and things. So kudos to her because she was able to fuse. She's going to teach music theory, and she was able to fuse teaching with music, which was a passion of hers. But she didn't think she'd be able
That's,
to do that until she had enough experience to move over to the university. So
that's so awesome.
this is. So shout out to her. Wanted to explain that. That is big news um, for us, you know. Next, she is talking about moving again. After we love our floor plan, she's talking about moving, obviously closer to Tonopah. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. But on the way home, we needed to stop and we needed to get gas. So I had my hair in a lot of curls yesterday. You see the end still curly. I was really checking out the layers and stuff. So
what's gonna end up happening. She's gonna move out on her own.
yeah, she might because it's far. Um, so I'm going into the gas station. I see a gentleman. He said something to me. I didn't hear what he said. I pay for gas. I go back out. I prepaid too much for gas. This is a great price, which is why I went there. And so I'm figuring, I got a 26-gallon tank. So I have to fill her up. It's gonna be 85 to $100. Um anyway, I go in, the price is really great, and it was a lot less. So that means after the tank is filled, you got to go back in. Hi, Robert. How are you? Might want to close your ears for this one. Um, so when I go back in, the guy that said something to me before, he says something again, but I didn't hear him. And I have to wait my turn to be able to get the refund. So there was a gentleman at the counter at that point, and he turns around, he's looking at the guy. And I'm like, oh, they have, words and things. So he turns back around, he continues with his transaction. The guy said something again, and I lean in and I said, I'm not able to hear you. Can you say that again? And I kind of lean. He said something like touch something, is what I heard.
Touch what?
I don't know because I didn't hear everything and it was very low. The
Well,
gentleman,
if you couldn't hear it, how did the guy behind the counter hear it?
well, he heard and he turned back around and said, dude, are you effing serious? And I'm like, they really about to have words. Behind the guy, because I'm standing off on the side, behind the guy was a Mexican lady and she had a couple kids with her. She looks at the gentleman that said something like she was about to punch him in the throat. And then my daughter was in line behind her. So I was just going to, jump with her instead of going all the way around to get in the line. Just, move over with her. Visually, I know I'm in line behind her. In any event, he goes to say it a third time, and I hear him say, "Can I touch you?" or something to that effect. That's what I'm hearing. And the guy at the counter went off. So the lady ushers him out because I don't think that she knows what he is upset about. It's the gentleman's turn to go. She helps him, and I'm stepping back at this point because I'm thinking I'm hearing what I heard, but it has to be something, you know, like, the wind, because the wind was blowing when the door would open. It had to be something. Long story short, after he's done, he comes back over and literally touches me. But I swear. And I said, "Oh no, I know you didn't just. And the Mexican lady, not my daughter, now I'm waiting on my daughter to go get brother or something because my son outside at the truck. And she's not paying any attention. The Mexican lady was like, "Sir, if you don't," and I'm like, "Oh." So he was saying that,
Where did
the
he
lady,
touch you?
where I feel there's possession. So like my hip going into my bum area. Remember I told you before, that's husband only spot. So you can't, like, if somebody escorting you on a date, they hit the small of your back, right? But possession, that, "Oh baby, come here," that's hip going into bum. That's not your area. You have a question, you tap the shoulder, but you don't take possession. And I feel like,
I feel like you have morals and values of not a 29-year-old woman. I feel like you have values of way older generation.
that's not nice. You are so bad. I'm doing great. Just got up, have a cup of tea. That's right. You see what my boo is doing? He just got up and he is having a cup of tea. So I said
Who's
I'm
having a cup
29
of
and
tea?
change
Robert?
also. Huh? Yeah,
Who's
that's
having a
Robert.
cup?
I said I'm 29 and change. Don't be trying to figure the change out. In any event,
It's a heavy pocket of change.
the Mexican lady that was in line behind him, um, she said
Smacked him?
something. She went off. She said something to the she it looked like she punched him in his throat. I said, "Tiara, why you ain't coming to my rescue?" Like Tiara said, that woman, the
she's
woman, I guess
probably she's probably looking at her phone or something, not even paying
she
attention.
wasn't paying attention at all. She was like, "Mom, that woman shortchanged
He
me and
could
messed
have
up."
kidnapped you and she wouldn't even notice.
That's what I'm sitting there saying. She was like, "I don't care what that man's saying to you. Let him have some fun." She was like, "I'm trying to get this refund back." Something happened with her pump where I thought she had to go in and get changed like I did. No, it started pumping and then halfway through it stopped. So they had to reset her, obviously. And so she doesn't care about anything that's happening at this point. She just worrying and fuming. You see smoke and steam coming out her eyes. And I'm like, "But what about me?" In any event, the lady that was behind him, she went off on the cash register. "You're not paying attention. Nothing that's going on in the store. The first man was trying to tell you something. You kicked him out," because she ushered him out. "You just gonna let one of your customers accost another?" And she went off. And then it looked like she punched him in his throat. So I come out. My son see
She
the
had
commotion.
your back.
She did. She did. So my son sees the commotion and things, and I'm like, "Prince, you about to come save this kingdom. Because I don't know what's going on, but this man put his hands on me. He touched me." And my daughter is still like, "Oh, he just had to have a little." I mean, she was like really lowering it. He just trying to have a little fun. So go ahead, look at her. She freezing all up because somebody. I said he touched me in the husband area. Stop that. So my my son puffed up and the gentleman
I
went
think
running.
you're so funny, the husband area. I never heard of that
That
in
is
my
the
life.
husband area. You can't just go up to a woman and scroll.
Maybe us Canadians have different because I don't. I wouldn't mind that.
See how
If
Lizzie
them
is.
come over and touch me in my husband area, I'd be okay.
You said Clem. That's his area, right? Ah,
I guess.
if you go to Timmy's.
We ain't married, but we're not. I still let him touch it.
Did Robert. Um, Listen, Lizzie.
Listen, listen, Linda. Oh, I missed
Really,
this spot.
Rebecca. Morning, Cheryl. In any case, I don't think that the reaction was over the top. What do you guys say? Robert is over here busting up laughing.
He's always laughing at us.
He's always so. um, doing okay, Cheryl. Nice to see you. Robin says she's doing okay. So I want you guys to kind of pop in your reaction. I don't feel that my reaction was over the top. My daughter said, "I'll let him come. He's just having a little fun." My son is like, I don't know what I should have reacted to because he didn't see it. And I'm just telling him, you may have to, come and say the kingdom. I was flipping out and things. And then obviously the woman in front of me kind of handled the situation and things like that. But what do you guys think? Did I overreact or is like Lizzie? I just feel like if you went into Timmy's and somebody you don't know said something, derogatory to you and you thought you heard a derogatory statement and then next thing you know they approach you and actually touch on you, you would not have a problem with that.
Yes, I would. I'm just joking with you.
Thank you, Amy. I feel like I'm only talking to Amy, Robin, but not Gail. Sometimes because it just go over your head. That is definitely an issue. I can't believe it. Robin says, "No, I don't think your reaction was over the top because I couldn't imagine any man touching me beyond." Yeah, maybe on my arm or my shoulder. Like it's a small area. It's a small area where if you had a quick question to ask, I don't even the elbow. That's if you escort
Maybe
me
that's
somewhere.
his come on line.
Huh?
Maybe that's his come on line.
Let me touch you.
Yeah, maybe
That's
he
that's
thinks
a that's
that's
an
how he gets.
awful line. Let me touch
Maybe
you.
that's how he thinks he gets the women.
See, look at you. See how my man take care of me. If I was there, I would have knocked him out. Now, that is the right response.
I'm
Nobody
not sure what
should
that
be
means.
touching me in that area. I
I
would have gone
don't
off like a no, no touchy. Exactly. Robin says, I feel like if you were not comfortable with it, then you are not overreacting. Everyone is entitled to their own personal space. I'm here, but only for in chat on this side. That's okay, Jay Lily. I completely understand. No man should make anyone feel uncomfortable. I agree. And I can't believe it. And even the first guy, I thought I was reading his reaction wrong and I felt like there was something between them. But even the first guy kind of knew that what he was mumbling was, out of control. Out of control. And all I did was walk into the gas station. So, you know, I definitely want to applaud the woman, because in that moment I'm like in shock, like, I know he didn't. And I tried to go out and say something to her. Like I said, she punched him in his throat. So I didn't want I didn't want to really get too, but I'm waving Prince over. That's my son's nickname. And I'm like, you gonna have to come protect this kingdom. So, but again, anyone that's ever stepped in like that for someone in a situation where it's just uncomfortable, even the front gentleman, he got he got unjustly shooed out of the gas station. The cashier, she just was not paying attention to the right stuff. And so even him turning around, saying something, trying to stop the gentleman, I feel was a gesture, a sweet gesture and stuff. So, again, if you've ever come to somebody's aid like that, I appreciate it. Because what I feel could have happened
The
is,
hell?
what if I hadn't been with my kids, and then I go to leave and he follows me or something. So those are some of the things, the concerns that I had after the fact. So kudos to anybody who's ever stepped in a moment of awkwardness, kind of righted a situation. Yay! What kind of excitement have you had this week?
Well, I got a new job position.
So you started it, and
Yeah,
I
my
guess,
first 2 days weren't so hot. The first day was a bit clean, so I didn't get much production done. And then yesterday, towards the end of our day, not yesterday, but Thursday, I was on a roll. And then the girl that I works behind me calls me yesterday evening and tells me that we had the wrong grade of product on the box. Well, QA was supposed. I don't change that, and QA never said anything. So then I'm like, oh great, now I'm gonna get in trouble for that. So it's kind of stressful.
did you get up in trouble?
I don't know because I haven't got back to work since.
So I think what you should do is ask for like handoff procedures so that you know that everything is
See, when
checked
I put it in the computer or whatever, right? I only change the country of origin, like what country the product's from. It doesn't like the grade is already in there. So when I printed off the box and I gave it to her and she checked it, she said I was okay, but the QA on the opposite shift said it was the wrong grade. So she is the one that gave me the like I can't start the product until QA tells me it's a go.
up. Oh, okay.
But she told me it was a go, but yet she had the wrong grade of product. I think it had a better grade than what it really was, so I don't know if it'll be an issue because it says it's a better grade than what it actually is. It's
I
not like
definitely
it was good product and I put it as a bad grade. You know what I mean? So who knows if that's gonna matter? But it wasn't really my fault.
that's good. But I mean, you're still new and there's going to be a learning curve. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't, um, don't let it stress you out too much. I would just be interested in things that needed to be checked off at this point. Cheryl is correct. Seems we hesitate as we get older, choosing a battle over not to start one. That's exactly where I'm at. And I'm already, little confrontation, low controversy, little drama as possible. So I definitely, like I said, just appreciated that there were other people that kind
Oh,
of sensed and stepped in.
you don't like drama, eh?
You know, I know I don't know why you are such a close friend because you are the opposite. Amy says you'll be okay, Lizzie. Everyone should be allowed some grace at a new. I agree. I definitely agree. Bonnie says it sounds like that's on the QA person, not you. See, we all are in agreement. Lizzie, they are lucky to have you. That's how I feel. If you guys have heard her stories over the last 7 years, this promotion is long, long overdue. And I do feel like they're lucky to have her. And so there should be, it's a new, she's been doing a lot of the job as it is. But now that you're in it and you are required to know certain things, they should just ensure that she understands what needs to be checked off because she's done the job without the glory and the pay for.
Well, now every time I start a new product, I'll be making sure that grade is proper because obviously, and I I work with QA Hitler, and she didn't even catch it. And she is a stickler for everything.
Everything.
You can't freaking do anything without her freaking out on you.
Compliance.
So
I
I
de-
was like surprised that she didn't catch that.
yep, it'll become second nature with the new responsibilities. Exactly. Just knowing what's a part of that checkoff process, that handoff process. Boom. So I think she's got it, and she'll be great. It's just going to be some down days. We all fall and scuff our knees and elbows, and then we get up, blow it, and then we go.
I just want to see what my. I just need them extra money in the pay.
You're waiting on that. Yeah, that's more money to come to Vegas with. So
Mhm.
obviously, we took some time and got you guys.
That
Uh,
involves going on a plane.
huh?
That involves going on a plane.
Yeah, get on the plane and come. How else you gonna get here? That's a lot of driving.
I don't know if I trust the planes and going around right now.
Yeah, I'm hearing that a lot. I'm hearing that a lot.
I guess you're gonna have to drive butterfly to the retreat. Could you imagine? That'd be a long ass drive.
Gail says you got this, Lizzie. Congratulations. That would probably have to take me a few days because I would want to see some of the world. You know how I love to drive. I like
See some of the world. You're only seeing the United States.
from what is it, 80. I want to see the world from the back roads, the nature, and like
Oh
last
God.
year,
Okay, we'll be waiting on you.
and it's
To
gonna
get
take
there.
forever to do
The
that.
retreat's over, Tia. You gotta go back.
So last year when me and Rebecca did our little road trip, we were taking back roads. We knew that we weren't going to do the highway all the way, but it was a beautiful drive. It was beautiful. We saw so much, like the small towns. They really know how to do it up and bring the community out. They had this bean festival and that hayride festival, and they were set up with booths, and you can go to the booths and eat all the little town food and purchase things. I
Oh,
thought
that's
that was
cute.
great, and we passed through quite a few of those. So yeah, if I drove butterfly, it would take
Speak.
me a few days because I would want to do that. I would want to see different parts of the world and how their community kind of comes together. Anyone see the rocket launch? Poor astronauts. They need to get home. What happened with the rocket launch? I have not seen it. So I'm hoping prayers are going out already. You could take a train to Vegas and count the deer along the way.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. There's probably lots. Oh,
That's a good one,
speaking of
Amy.
deer, speaking of deer, the other day we are coming back from Clem's sister's house, and Clem's driving, and I said, when we left his sister's house, I'm like, I think we should get going because it's going to get dark soon. So just when we hit Montbridges, that's the town before our town, it started to get like dusk, and I look over to my side, and isn't there this big, gigantic buck standing right there by the edge of the road? And it startled the crap out of me. And I'm like, I'm like a deer. And then Clem already passed. He's like, where? I'm like, no, we just passed. And he was like, just staring at us like, should I step in front of this car or not? Like, it was that close to my side of the car.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
But guess what? It wasn't dead on the side of the road. It was alive.
Did it move?
It
Did
was
it end up
standing
moving?
there. It was standing there debating whether to cross or not, I think.
Oh my God.
And
That's
I was
scary.
like,
Because they
that.
usually don't have, like, I don't know what it is, but they don't look left or right. They just run.
Yeah, this one was like nonchalantly just standing there. Like he wasn't running from the field. Because I've seen lots of them like run from the field and then across the road, right? Yeah, it was
Girl,
pretty. And I said, well, he was big, so he's smart. He looks both ways before that one crosses the street.
Cheryl, Bonnie wants to know, are there more weekly posts on Ticket to Ride after the 10?
Ticket to Ride.
Bonnie says this is horrible that she ran out of drills, at least one whole big bag full.
What
Oh my
for?
God.
What for? What?
Yeah, what number? Is it DMC number? Is it from
What
like,
painting was it?
so that we can try and see if we can help you get those, because that's the worst part.
I
I've
just want
only
to
ever
know
ran
what
out once.
company she ran out of drills for. You just want to know what kind of drills.
Well, I do. I mean, the company also helps because the die lot should be similar. So that's the other reason why I asked. I ran out of drills before, and I have a lot of diamond paintings. So I went through some of the drills for
Evening in
my
Vegas.
Howdy, huh?
It's nine. It's 792 for evening in Vegas. Is that square or
Oh,
round?
I don't remember.
I don't know if I
Evening
have.
in Vegas. That's a I think that's a landscape. Is that Dreamer? I mean, Diamond Art Club square. Yeah, landscapes usually are square. 792 DMC code. If you guys um have any, obviously I'm gonna
I don't
look.
know. Obviously, she would want resin drills because it's DAC.
It is.
I don't know if I have any, but I will check. I
She
am
says
doing.
Dreamer Designs. Uh-oh. Well, I will definitely check. I do have quite a few Dreamer.
Mm-hmm. Dreamers Designs. Mm-hmm.
No, that's okay. Thank you though.
That's
But
okay because I am going to be doing a Dreamers Designs
you are?
for our next collab. Bring it
Oh,
on,
okay.
Tia.
She sent an
Drum
email.
roll. If we had that other one, I could do the drum roll. But, she wanted to go back to StreamYard.
She
So we
sent an
can't do
email
the
and she
drum.
said Dreamer Designs is
We
finished.
can't do the drum roll anymore because Tia decided to go back to StreamYard. Just saying. She likes me to be poor. Just saying.
You are
Because
horrible.
I pay
Um,
thousands of dollars for this. Do you guys all feel pity for me? Thousands.
Bonnie wants to know which one, Lizzie. Which Dreamer Designs are you going to be doing?
Mother's love.
And oh, that's the Mother's Love, the one that we've shown on the show before.
Yeah.
Um,
The one that looks like my Luna baby. My Luna baby that I haven't seen in 20,000 years.
All right, Bonnie. And Cheryl says she's working on the prizes, so if they take days, uh, they may have one more. So keep posting anyway. Today will be tickets for answering a question. Okay.
Let's talk about like you got all the prizes out to you for our collab from
I
last month.
haven't gotten all our prizes out. I've gotten all the gift cards out, but all of the mailings, no. I'm going to the post office today and again on Monday. So whatever doesn't go out today will go out on Monday.
Yeah. I apologize for the wheels on her Facebook page that have me yapping in the background. And she doesn't tell me she's recording.
I had no idea that it was picking up. So I thought it only picked up the noise from within the computer. So if I was watching, like if I'm watching a video on
Oh
YouTube
no, it picked up
while I'm
everything.
also, I thought it would only pick up what's on that machine. So it's picking up everything the speaker is catching, including
Me
I think me
yapping.
and Clem was talking at one point, and I think you were talking at another point. So, sorry I fell back asleep. Just waking back up. We'll have to catch the hashtag replay of what I missed on the live. Yes, definitely. Great prizes will be a
You
fun
missed the
finale.
big news. The big news.
You did miss the big news that was it. The big news, Mud Nut, was that there was no big news. So I just shared a story. Good morning, Chantel. Peekaboo. Chantel, I want you to type in along with everyone else what your current project is. Are you working on coloring? Are you working on a diamond painting? What is your current project? My current project, obviously, I was finalizing. I had did some. Good morning, Sissy. How are you today? I had did some tester pins that I was also sending out to some of our members, some of my customers, and things like that.
I
Everyone is
never
getting
get tester pens.
everyone that's getting a tester pin has pretty much already been told.
I told everybody it never broke.
That's not how you advertise. That's why you don't get a tester pin, because you don't know how to speak to the positives. Even you speaking to the positive sounds like a negative. So we don't ever say I've had this pen for a while and it never broke.
Well, I have good news. I have news. I have new news.
This is my current. Okay, well, let me show my current project. So this is the current project that I'm working on. I've been working on this for a little over a year, and so my lip is now coming
A
out.
year?
It's been a while. You can't see, but there's like a dark green in here, and so
That's not very much done for a year.
listen, Lizzie. The goal is
I
to
don't
craft.
know because I don't cross stitch.
The
So,
goal is to craft. Yeah, cross stitch. You can do 5 stitches and then move on to something else and not be condemned.
oh, real. Oh,
So everyone's
okay.
telling us what they're working on. Um, Playing. What is? Have you played that?
I
Runscape.
would like Lizzie to witness. Oh, I see that J Rob. J Rob's in my chat room.
I'm working on touching my toes.
Who's her favorite now,
I haven't
Tia?
done that in a long time.
Who's her
Um,
favorite now, Tia?
that's me. She's still my sister. Cheryl's working on a Chuck Pinson for the Chuck Along 11. Oh my gosh. I saw a video Mindy put up
11.
the other day. She has all 79 of his canvases. What? I love them, but I think I stopped at
Hey,
39.
that's my niece in here.
Chantel is your niece?
Yeah.
Well, she's saying hi to me.
She said hi to
who's,
you, not
who's her favorite?
rude. I
Gail said
just
working.
noticed her now because you said Chantel, and we have a Chantel that
Yeah, we do
comes
have a
on all the
Chantel.
time. So I thought it was her. I didn't
Well,
realize it was my
I blew
niece.
her kisses earlier. Gail's working on "In the Rain" by Meow from Jaded Gem Shop. I do like their
Everybody's
quality.
doing. Is everybody doing Chuck Business or something?
It's the Chuck Along.
Um,
So the Chuck Along, you do a Chuck Pinson. But
I
Mindy did
have
a
one,
video.
but I don't want to do it.
Mindy did a video this week of all 79 of. I didn't watch all of it, so I don't know if she showed all of them, but he has 79 canvases. I know that that's true because I have 39 of his. He is my favorite artist. But there are some that I don't, I
But
feel
I
like
think
they're
there's. I think
continuation.
there's a lot of other landscape artists that are just as good, but
Mhm.
because they don't have DAC attached to them, they're not recognized.
I
Get
think
what
I
I'm
can agree.
saying? Get what I'm
Well, I mean, I
saying?
think I can agree with that to an extent. Like Abraham Hunter, he is a great landscape artist as well. I definitely don't think he has the following and things. But I noticed though, also with some of Chuck's paintings, they look like a continuation of one or two others. And so I'm looking for something fresh, something, different. What I will say, one of the reasons I connected with his is he has a way of visualizing his canvas to where like you want to be there in it. And I always like that aspect of artwork where I want to be immersed in it. I want to go there. I want to I want to be pulled into this. And so I think that's what resonated with me, and why he became like one of my favorites off the bat. But I mean, Alan, there's quite a few others. Michael, they do a great job as well with their landscapes. Robert Fin- Finale,
For
I think
now.
Finale, Finale, however you want to say it. I think he is a great landscape artist also. My nut says that she's still working on Mother Earth and a canvas from Amazon. Make sure that we get that review. I know that Amazon is stepping it up. I saw in a group chat on Messenger, someone posted a Temu picture of Tink, little Tinkerbell, and she holding Stitch, and Stitch looked like he's about to kiss her. Oh, it's such a cute painting, and she said she got it from Timu. So,
I've seen that one on Temu.
woo, it's cute. It's cute. I wouldn't be able to post it anywhere.
Here's my Temu one.
You gonna show it?
I did forget your weird on.
Oh, you talking about the? No, I can't see it. Your camera's moving. What's going on?
That's on the
Oh, you
wall.
showing it on the wall. I'm waiting on you to pick it up. Look at that. You did tell me you were gonna complete it. I would like Lizzie to witness that oh, okay. I'm behind. I do embroidery too. Look at that. Love the colors, Tia.
You're really
Thank
behind.
you. So the reason why this is so important, this is so much fun, is I don't know if you can see, but my fabric is blinged out. It's a glitter fabric. You can't see it at all. Maybe from this
It's
angle.
probably out of style now.
Um, what is you
Because it's
talking
been
about?
because it's been a year. It's probably outdated now.
It is not outdated. Anyway, it's a Carolyn Manning, and for cross stitch, she is one of my favorite artists. I like her plain, simple, technique that also creates like shapes and designs. So she just straight X's, and it's full coverage. But you're going to see there's like designs, even circles can be formed, and so I think it's amazing to see when you just making X's. No
we've
back
we've
stitch.
lost J Rob.
Very little. Oh, yeah, because she doesn't do cross stitch at all. So the minute I start talking cross stitch, she's like, "Well, I'm out. That's my cue." Um, Robin says, "I'm working on a Colin Thompson jigsaw puzzle. That's good. First time in about 4 months working on a puzzle." And Bonnie says, "Right now I'm working on Gladys the Golden Doodle. Peggy Collins from DAC. It's around. I'm really surprised that there's no gapping. The new rounds are nice. I'm gonna have to try one because
Of which one?
she's working on Gladys the Golden Doodle by Peggy Collins. It's a Peggy Collins on Diamond Art Club, but I heard that I forget who's. I think I might have been in Rebecca's audience, and I think someone else mentioned that the rounds. They're noticing that the rounds there's less gapping, a lot less gapping, and so what's coming through is probably a lot more sparkle and bling when you do it that way because it's still around and they still have more facets than the squares. Cheryl says, "I've never missed the chuck along. I have every one too, but stop getting the rounds.
Well,
I usually don't get a chuck in a round. I feel like his art, um, it needs the detail that only squares are sometimes able to capture. Even with the same canvas in a round, you have to go bigger.
I
And
think the
even
only
then,
Titans that I owned, like I finished, was around. I think. I think.
I don't want to do rounds. I don't have a
I'm
desire, but I
working.
will. I will. Said they're killing me with all the Disney releases. There are, but they have been a lot. They look, they look kind of generic. I like the way that Mandy did hers. Um, Bonnie's doing a chuck along too. She's
Well,
alternating
they're
life.
actually putting out the Disney one, so of course it's gonna look more like Disney. Like it's gonna be Disney because it's coming from Disney.
Yes.
Mindy had Manny Mazzano had to do her own
She did iterations and
interpretation.
versions. Yeah.
Yeah, her own interpretation of it. You know.
Hmm. A lot of Chucks look too much alike. See, Bonnie said the same thing. So that's why I don't have every one of his. Like I can appreciate one that he'll have, like Sanctuary. I got that, and then I forget Sierra Mist or something was the next one that came out, and it looked like a continuation of Sanctuary. So I
I feel
didn't get.
I feel like all artists do that. They kind of like you
They're in
want
that vibe.
me.
Yep, they're in that moment in
Yeah.
time. Yeah, and so
I
yeah,
see it in Lizzie Falcon too.
I agree. She'll be in that moment, in that vibe, and but she explained that to us. She did tell us that. Um, and so she'll work on her girls, and they'll have that similar mood and things like that. So yeah, I think you're right. I think a lot of artists do have that continuation. Um, let's see. Bonnie said the same thing, so that's why she doesn't have them all. Cheryl says, yes, Lizzie, there are many landscape artists aside from Pinson. Um, Cheryl says many Pinsons are too similar, but can't help getting them. True. See, I like David McLean. I forgot about him. I think he is talented. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I have a problem. That's yeah, the Alan. Um, I think their work looks really close in stroke and everything, David and Chuck. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, it's one person, did they go to the same school? Um, Maybe the same art teacher or art professor or something. But I do like David a lot. And I think there's just some of his stuff that I would say, I wonder if Chuck, made this, or it looks like a Chuck. Honey Bunny said, I'm sitting in the car while the teen is doing her college soccer scouting. Oh,
So I got a sneak peek of what's to come when captured by radiance, and oh my god.
you gonna share or what?
Nope. Secret.
That's why I didn't come in there because I can't keep my mouth shut like you do. I've been said, y'all, guess what Janae showed me tonight?
You missed out. We had a lot of fun.
Mary said, I'm finishing up in this moment by, oh, I love you, May. You May is starting to be one of my favorites also. A few enhancements that I'm waiting for. Then I'm starting my first Dreamer Design Tribal. Oh, I have that. I just bought it. It came in. When did it come in? Last week, last Thursday.
What did you get?
I bought my whole wish list. Remember I showed you guys my shopping cart? So I bought
Are you gonna
Tribal
do one
Rainbow.
for the event?
I got the one for the event. Yep.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Um, it's the Care Bear one. I don't remember the name. I'll have to go back, but I got
Are
that.
you gonna actually do it?
I'm gonna open it up and we're going listen. You're not getting those commitments out of me like you keep trying. So I'm gonna open it up. You guys are gonna see me pluck, and hopefully I will pluck all the way through. But what I'm not
Let's.
gonna be able
How
to
do you
say,
do a poll on here?
no, there's
Because
no like
I would
there's no
like to
need.
do a poll of how many people would like to see Tia work on a canvas.
You can do the poll. It's not gonna change anything. It's not gonna impact me at all. Just making sure I let
Really?
you know. Good morning. Hey, Don, how are you? Hoping you guys are well. We are
You
great.
know, if you actually
Honey
did
Bunny's got
it, I would
Twizzlers and
leave
not
you
sharing.
alone. I would leave you alone forever.
No, I don't. I need you to just leave me alone forever without a condition.
But
Why is there
Tia,
a
but
condition? Why?
Tia, but Tia. Listen,
Um,
Tia, listen.
they said they tightened the grid on the rounds. I think that that's a good idea, tightening the grid just a bit. But keep in mind, rounds are bigger than squares. So as long as this limited show, that's gonna make it great. Now they do, for me, I remember my rounds used to really sparkle. Cheryl says in an hour they have at least 10. Um, some huge. Others are like beginner paintings. Well, I'm gonna have. Oh, that's true. Bonnie says, I'm not a fan of the DAC Disney stuff either. I guess because I don't like the backgrounds. I hate color blocking. I'm not sure what it actually is. Um, but it is just something about the new Disney stuff. It's maybe just maybe not my cup of tea. I like the interpretations, I guess. So and she's right when she says these are actual Disney contracted pieces and things. So they're snippets. Um, Cheryl said Dave McLean does realistic cityscape where Chuck is about nature. I do agree he does have a lot of nature, but something about their strokes just seems similar to me. Robin says I have a lot of Dave McLean puzzles and I've done several. He is my friend's favorite jigsaw puzzle artist. Oh, okay. Bonnie, are you my twin? Same sentiment about color blocking, but there are a few that are not much color blocking. They are the big ones, though. Amy, you're supposed to be on my side. Diamond painting is self care. If Tia wants to just look at the pretties, then she's, oh, thank you, Sissy. I don't want you to think that I don't, diamond paint. I do. I have, taken on maybe just doing smaller ones, smaller projects. But there are other craft projects that I do that, with, my mental care that I am trying to make sure in those moments I'm just crafting. I'm just doing something that's bringing joy. So it may be, I don't color much, but I have colored in the last month. So maybe coloring, cross stitch. Right now, cross stitch, is a bigger part of when I have time to craft that I'm, actually cross stitching. But for me, I do play with clay and I just feel guilty. I feel guilty if I do have some free time, if I have some things that I need to finish up, um, let me finish that up. It's usually a clay project or something. I'm always testing new limits and stuff, trying new things to see if it would be a good idea. And so that takes time. And unfortunately, it's kind of taking time away from diamond painting. So if you have been here for a while, you've heard this story a million gazillion times. Is Lizzie stuck in the bathroom? Maybe that's her messaging me. Sometimes she has to go in the other room because family has come over.
Listen,
That's not the case. You
there's
just
a
sit
fire.
you sitting there listening to me being horrible.
Listen, okay. My computer's frozen and look at the picture it froze on.
Did you take a picture of it? Let me see.
Yeah, but I have to show you like on my phone. Oh, my gosh. You see my lips? You see it?
I do now.
My lips are like,
Well, you're forgiven.
I swear to God, my computer's frozen like that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Susan Mascarena says she's moved, family tragedies, her feeling like crap. She hasn't been able to diamond paint. She did tell me this a couple of weeks ago also, or do any craft. So withdrawal is real. I miss it lots. Good news though, I found a washer and dryer. Oh, I'm so happy. And next to bed. So kudos there. It's interesting that you talk about your clay work differently than other crafts, perhaps since that is a business. Um, I do think that, Cheryl, and I think, obviously when I had to let I had let everything go actually. There was just a point where nothing was happening, nothing was being done and things. So clay is a craft and you rock at it. craft on, girl. um, so, there was a point where nothing was being done at all. And so coming back, I wanted to do everything. And so I think that's why there's been some coloring. The only thing I haven't done is, and I used to do this was my go-to craft, was crochet, cross stitch, and crochet. But I used to make a ton of stuff. I used to crochet clothes. So I would use a pattern. I make a top, sleeves, put it
Do you
together.
notice that you always say I used to?
Because I don't anymore. I don't crochet anymore. I was making a blanket for my father when he passed away, and I felt horrible because he died on Christmas, and I was going to give him that blanket for Christmas, and I just needed to
Same with
finish
my
one
brother.
project, put a border around it, but I kept, being lazy and sitting it down, not going back to it for a couple of weeks at a time, and next thing you know, not that that would have improved any of his quality of life, but it's a guilt thing. So I remember when I put it away, I got the call. I felt bad because it should have been packaged and shipped, and I haven't picked up. I tried to crochet at the very first retreat, and Honey Bunny and Care Bear and Marissa sat down with me. It was hard, because I hadn't picked it up. My last thought was, you should have finished this before he passed. So crafting can sometimes be associated with, emotions and feelings and things like that. And I tried. We were going to make a square. I think we were making, what was it, washcloths or something, Honey Bunny. In any event, Honey Bunny didn't want to finish. Care Bear had made her project so tight that she got frustrated and gave up. And so it was just me and Marissa sitting there, and I couldn't go any further. I was feeling guilty and things like that. So I just, put it back away. Yeah, washcloths. I thought so.
I
And
think
so
that I think your father would be happy that you picked it back up.
he probably would. It's just, like I said, a guilt, I think, that's associated with it. So, but that was the first
Want to see
time.
what I'm working on now?
I just showed you what I'm working on now.
No, I'm going to show you what I'm working
Oh,
on.
you about to? Okay.
I think you should finish that blanket
Now
just to say to your dad that you finished it.
I have to pull that back out. Bonnie says, I used to feel guilty with all my knitting and crochet projects. I threw them all out and felt free.
There you go.
I love that too. Uh, Cheryl and I went out. Oh, that's cute. Cheryl and I went out and bought out Lion Brand about 5 years ago. I still got all that Lion Brand. Still got all that Lion Brand yarn. It was a good sale, and I think I bought one. I don't know. It was like $30 for like I don't. It was a ton of skeins,
You're
and then
talking a different language to me because I know nothing about yarn.
I went back probably a couple days later because the sale got extended and bought a second set. I bought enough probably for a whole outfit. Two blankets.
And what are you going to do with this yarn?
They sitting there still nice, soft and supple in the uh,
Just throw it on your bed and sleep on top of it and say you done it.
he wants you to keep crocheting. So he would love it. The colors are nice. They were neutral colors. They were soft neutral colors. So yeah, a blanket in his honor out of those colors would have been perfect. Um, Cheryl's talking to Bonnie. She says, I love to work with yarn. Great thing to change up with diamond painting is to knit or yarn. I agree. Sometimes, to avoid burnout. And that was always my fear. For like the first 5 years, I was, because my son got burnt out on diamond painting and moved over, and it's hard to get him to come back. Um, Bonnie says, I do too, Cheryl. I do too, Cheryl. It's just that I had too many unfinished started projects, so I tossed them. I have bins and bins of new yarn. Uh, I love getting the mystery boxes of yarn. Yeah, I like that also. And now Bonnie says, I couldn't believe how many needles I had them when I pulled them all off. I used circular needles for knitting, and I had a whole container full when I was done. Still waiting on you to pick up crochet again. It's been too long. It's been at least 5 years. So I remember I went out. Hey, Tia Chat. Aw. Lizzie, get back in here. So you guys know Lizzie will get mad with me. And when I do something, I don't know what I did.
Listen, you're
What
just talking and talking and talking. And I don't
I'm
want to
reading the
interrupt
chat.
you
I'm staying
rudely.
interactive with our
I don't
people.
want to interrupt you rudely. Because then you'll say I was being mean. Because I'm just this big old ogre over here in Canada.
You are bad. Now I was reading our chat. I want to stay
See?
interactive.
See? I'm bad. And I didn't even do nothing.
What I did?
You said I was bad, and I didn't
You're
even do
being bad.
anything.
You know what you did? You said over here in Canada. Like that was a little dig.
I didn't dig nothing. I didn't.
So I'm staying interactive with our chat. What were you saying?
See?
Read. You read.
Let Lizzie read some. I did. Hi, Jenny.
We don't call her Jenny.
Jen.
There we go.
You do reading the comments well, so by yourself. You just go for it. You're awesome. You're the best, Tia.
What do you do as the head of the diamond painting militia to stave off diamond painting burnout? What do you suggest, Chief?
Well, I think you're the expert of this question.
How to stave off? No, you diamond paint profusely,
But
and
what are
you're
you trying
able.
to say? Are you trying to say you're burnt out?
No, I'm saying, what do you do to prevent burnout?
I just like some days, like you have to just walk away and do something else for a couple of days. Well, I don't really get it because when I work, I don't diamond paint. The days I work, I don't diamond paint. I only diamond paint on my days off. But then, like Clem and everybody else would say, I do it too much. Yeah, I get that. I get that here. Especially my sisters.
What's too much?
Because Helen's like, oh, you're in that damn room again. That's what Helen says to me. You're in that darn room again. Don't you ever leave that room? See the abuse I get to you? Why are you talking?
I want you to read. You just got on, girl. Read.
I never had diamond painting burnout yet, but I don't start a new one until I finish. So that's kind of a reward to finish a new start.
I'm,
That's
I'm,
true. Like
I was gonna
I
say I'm
have
probably
too
going.
many things on the go right now. That
I'm
is
going.
one of my problems.
I'm going to agree with you, Bonnie. I think that that is unfortunately for diamond painting where maybe it began. I remember I had a conversation with Sherry, Purple Door Crafts, and she told me she had 7 whips going. And I said, 7? Like I thought that was unheard of. And at the time, I would start one, finish before I start a new one. So it basically kind of gave me permission because everybody gets to the point halfway through a diamond painting where you're like, oh, and you just want that diamond painting to be done. And so I had reached that point with one of my Treasure Studio Arts paintings. And I think it kind of just gave me permission to kind of move over and start something else before I finish that. Well, go figure, I never finished that painting. I moved over, got halfway through the next one, and I never finished that painting. But I did, kit up and move over to a whole nother. And next thing you know, I had, I think, 5 or 6 works in progress still, and haven't gone back to them. So I do agree with
So
that.
sometimes us creators feel like we have to do multiple ones to keep interest into the,
Correct. Correct.
and I feel like that's what happens when I
Mhm.
had, and back in the day, I used to have a good system where one day I'd work on this one, the next day I'd work on that one. But I had a lot more room back then because it was in my living room on my coffee room table. That's where I started my YouTube channel, was on the coffee table in my living room. True fact. Back in the day when I was Lizzie Vapes. Lizzie Vapes. Why are you laughing at
Because
me? It's
I
the truth.
remember the shock that I had. I thought we was two different people, and I remember the shock I had when I found out Lizzie from Lizzie's World of Gems is Lizzie from Lizzie Babes. Like the light bulb came on, the sun started shining. I heard ooh. Um,
It's dibble dabble time.
so,
Go back and watch
yeah.
old videos of mine and you'll see it.
Uh, so
Who, just a show of hands, who was here since I was Lizzie Vapes? I'd like to know. Chat looks awfully dead.
because you reading too slow. Start connecting.
Yay!
Honey
Cheryl
Bunny
Katz
says
was. I know
to
she
avoid
was.
burnout, avoiding burnout to not make diamond painting a have to.
Susan was here. I know J Rob was here when I was Lizzie Vapes. And of course, Gail, she's my trooper there. She's been here since the beginning as well. See,
Um,
people do love me, Tia, okay? They do. They do.
why did you go dark? Gail says, Lizzie, are you neglecting poor Clem? I haven't heard him at all this morning. Um, if you guys are new coming in at the top of the hour, Lizzie did apologize for for talking in the background, her and Clem, when I was doing the wheels. So we were talking, we were having a good time and things like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing the next wheel. And
You know what's up with him?
what's up with him?
He got into my Pink Whitney last night.
Really? What's the pink Whitney?
You know that pink drink that I drank that 1 year on New
That
Year's?
what that is when you collapsed on J Rob's channel into your.
And yeah. And he's
I
like,
thought we was gonna have to send J Rob to Canada.
I'm on video chat with my girlfriends, and he's like, he opens up. I went to go get a drink in the kitchen. He opens up the patio door. He's like, can you make me a drink? And I'm like, what the heck do you think this is? A bar? Think I'm your bartender now? So I made him a drink, but he had a few of them. Like, I've only had one drink out of that bottle, and I bought it like last. Not even gonna lie, the bottle was bought on Labor Day weekend.
Wow.
That's how old the bottle is. That's how much I drink. I'm
Okay. Well,
such a lush.
You was a lush that night. Collapsed. That was funny though.
I think that was only 1 or 2 drinks I had too.
Had to be at least 2 drinks. We were heavy into the alcohol, all of us that night. Um, but you were the worst. And someone said,
I'm
Lindsay's about to
everybody's like,
collapse. And we
I'm sharing, but nobody's reading. I
are you
see. I see. It's because I need my new glasses. They're coming.
Bonnie says she didn't want diamond painting to stress her out. I agree. I also agree with what Honey Bunny,
This
was saying.
painting is
When it becomes
stressing
a
me
have
out.
to, huh?
This painting I'm doing is stressing me out.
Well, I don't think you should allow your diamond painting to get to that point. If it's a
Well,
frustration,
I think that I want to finish it, Tia.
okay, well then it
I
must
ain't
not
no
be for you.
quitter.
You ain't no. Okay.
I ain't no quitter.
I never even looked at the diamond painting until I finished it. So seeing it completed for the first time is a true reward. And then I start
I don't know. I
another.
don't know how you came
Not
here while
letting
I'm
diamond painting
snoring.
to be a chore. I do a round, so I might get bored and move one, but no more than 3 to 5. I like that.
The quality of this canvas is bites the dust. Another
Morning,
one bites the
Tammy.
dust. Another one bites dust. Another one and another one.
Cynthia says, I've tried multiple, it didn't work for me. One, still it's done. I have about 15 kitted up though. I used to do that a lot also. I
How
used to
many?
kit
How many do you have kitted up to you? Just out of curiosity, like how many
probably
whips do you?
15.
How many whips do you have started?
I probably have 15 kitted up, and I think I have probably 5 to 6 that are started.
And which ones are they?
I still have my Sweet Nectar by Treasure Studio Arts, my Wonder Woman, my teacup, the Lovebirds, the Love is in the Air that we did a couple years ago by Treasure Studio Art. I mean, sorry, Captured by Radiance. That one. Um, what else do I
You
have?
actually started that one?
Hmm. Starting is not a problem. I can start all day. That's why cross stitch is easy for me because they reward that. Like they were like, "Oh, you started? Let me see." Okay, you could start. You could put 2 stitches down. That's a start, and you don't ever have to go back. And they're like proud of you. So that's my crew. That's my cross stitch queens. They uplift and they empower me. Cynthia says, oh, I read that.
Bonnie's like flipping out that you have 15 kitted up.
Hmm. So
Don't worry.
they're in
Don't
Harbor
worry,
Freight,
Bonnie. Those 15 will still be there in 5 more years.
probably. But you
It's
didn't
all
ask
good.
that. You asked how many, and that's not where I'm at. I'm not at a. It doesn't disappoint me. I haven't went through and destashed and tried to sell off my at all. I'm in a good place where
Okay.
I with my crafting and my diamond painting. It's
As long
you
as you're in a good place.
that have yeah. Susan
It's
says,
me
"Yep,
that
that's
has the problem. Is that what you're getting at?
yes, it's
I
you
have the
that's
problem.
suffering." um, Susan says, "Yep, that's me. Approximately 7 whips. So when I find my drill boxes, I plan to finish before starting any more. I think I will feel better." Lizzie, when we doing an event together, you are always with Tia. Uh-oh, did you hear that? See?
Where
Good
does that
morning,
comment? I
Lizzie.
didn't see that
Girl,
comment
see you
at all.
later. Mwah.
Who's
Show
asking me
everybody.
that?
That was Honey Bunny.
I don't see that. She must be on your channel now.
She did say oh, that's when you had slipped off. She said, hey, coming over to Tia's chat to say hi.
Quitting is when you stop doing things because you gave up. I don't think Tia quits. She chooses a different craft.
Thank you, sissy.
Look, you see how everybody sticks up for you. Now, if the tables turned and it was me, they wouldn't stick up for me like they do for you.
They wouldn't have to because I wouldn't ride you. I wouldn't be like, girl, here we go. Let's get on you.
Okay, let's turn the pages. Say that you diamond painted every single day, and like you and I was you, and I didn't do anything, but I had this huge stash for everybody to envy. You're telling me you want to ride me?
You know I wouldn't.
You would ride me.
You know I wouldn't. You know I wouldn't.
You won't. I'm telling you, you have to think like you diamond paint every single day.
You do diamond paint every single day, and I don't get
I
on
know, but
you.
I'm saying that if the tables were turned and you were me and I was you, you don't think you would ride me?
If I was Lizzie, of course I would, because Lizzie, being Lizzie, you're right. You're absolutely right. What was I thinking? If I'm Lizzie, then I'm going to be Lizzie. But you know that Tia wouldn't do that. Bonnie says, Cheryl, I only started opening the new DACs. All the rest are sealed. I pulled the toolkits and cards out. Yeah, I've been hearing people saying that they open them, pull out the toolkits and stuff. I haven't even done that. I'm hearing that the new box, Crashly had a box at the retreat last year. It was huge, and it was so heavy. But it's like magnets and stuff like that on it. That could be a nice storage box for multiple things after you take the diamond painting out. So I like the boxes. I think that the
I
prices
don't
have
know
stayed.
if my new one is the new box or not.
Well, I wonder if that can maybe go into some of the unboxings then, and let them know, hey, this one has a new box and here's the, benefit to it and what you can do with it. I would love to hear that.
Yeah, Tia wouldn't do that because she likes the saran wrap on them.
I like them to stay sealed until I get to them. Honey Bunny says, Lizzie, I'd stick up for you. Of course you
Uh,
would, because she would be Tia at that point.
oh, so you're saying she'd only stick up for me because I'm you?
I'm just picking with
Rude.
you. I'm just picking with you. Bonnie says she wanted to pull the cards out. Okay. I can't find your channel, Lizzie. She's going to try again. She's Lizzie World of Gems. Or is it Lizzie's with an S? It
I
might be
can't find
Lizzie's
my
with an S.
channel.
I'd say the same thing to Lizzie. I'd say, go girl, you do you. See, she would stick up for you. I never opened them until the issue with the pink lines came about. Uh-oh. So that's when I
I don't
started
know.
opening the
I
new.
don't know if mine has the pink lines on it or not. I'm scared to look.
I'm glad you brought that up, Bonnie. Obviously, Tia watch my channel. I definitely will. She found you. Yay. Okay.
She said,
Um,
"Watch your channel because she's talking about you."
are you?
I'm just jiving. I don't know why.
You you sound like my dad. Did you just say jiving?
Yeah,
I haven't heard that term in at least 40 years. Oh my
it, it's a Canadian thing.
God. Uh,
I can go all out Canadian on you, but I don't think you want me to.
I think that you're
I've been
you're
watching a lot of Canadian stuff, and
tell him
I
what you want.
feel I feel the proud Canadian coming out of me. Elbows up.
This girl be sending me the craziest stuff, you guys.
I
She's
sent
on.
you I sent you a montage of your boyfriend. You didn't
I
like
saw
that one?
that.
It was like him in all the different stages in life when he was like young and all.
I like all of Trudeau. I even like that little thin, crusty mustache that he has now. But she's constantly on Canadian TikTok. Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my God. Chicken banana. Chicken banana. Oh,
crazy.
that was so funny. I was kicking myself laughing so hard. And then I found this fat cat and he's dancing on a stripper pole. Oh my God, it was so funny. You got to watch those ones on TikTok. They're hilarious. I was
I
like,
don't need to watch them because you send them all to me.
and this was like at 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up, I couldn't sleep, and here I am sending T all these TikToks.
I'm like, she has definitely been busy. I think she knows that, Cheryl.
Don't even go there.
Yep, don't go there. Don't get her started. I do. It's too early in the day for all of this.
That's what I said. I could go all political, but I'm not going to.
If she's not talking about Trudeau, she's talking about my other friend. I swear, I gotta leave her
So, what do
alone.
you think about the new
No, we're not
prime
talking
minister?
about that.
I'm sure you don't like the new prime minister. He's kind of gray and old. Oh, look at she took off on me. I, she took off. She's laughing in the background. How come I can see you, but when I do it, I can't see myself? She does something different. She like totally left. Can you believe that? I gotta run. Love you both. My stepdaughter and granddaughter are coming for a visit. Oh, you're
Oh,
lucky.
Gail, have a good day.
I will move to Canada. Okay, Susan, you can move to Canada and be my neighbor. It's a lot of like you can't just move to Canada. There's a lot of paperwork and there's a lot of money involved. But you could come like for 6 months and then go back for 6 months, and I don't think there's money involved then.
There we go. You just solved some travel issues. People can come and visit you. All right. So we've gone over that. In 30 minutes, we're gonna have the
Oh
release.
my God, I don't even want to watch this, J-Rob. It looks like it'd be funny.
Uh-oh. Um uh, there's gonna be the new releases coming out. And I just wanted to know if you guys have had an opportunity to see some of the sneak peeks and where we at. Who's shopping?
No,
What's in your cart? I
nope,
think we did this a couple of weeks ago. Also, we did the what's in your cart. And so let's talk.
nope.
Nope. You haven't been on. Let me see if I can pull it up so we can talk. You haven't been on. It's usually on Instagram.
I don't follow that on it. Well, maybe I do, but I don't know. Are we talking about? Do you call it DAC or do you call it DAC?
I say DAC.
Me too. Like us old timers say DAC. The new people say DAC. Totally, totally confuses me.
I don't know if I ever would have. All right, so I'm going to share
Okay,
my.
Diamond Art Club.
You pull up Diamond Art Club. I'm gonna pull
Oh
up.
wait, the new releases won't be on here till midnight or 12, isn't it?
It come out at in 30 minutes. So that's why we're gonna
Yeah,
do
because
what's in your cart.
I lost my Ruby status. Just saying.
Okay, so it'll be an hour for you, but let's do the what's in your cart. Now these are gonna be usually these are the new releases for
Keychains. Who wants to buy flipping keychains? Oh, I like that one that says craft room. And it's got a little chain.
Are you on Diamond Art Club? I haven't gotten there yet. I'm on Dreamer Designs first because it came up first.
Oh my God, is this Canadian or American? This is Canadian dollars. I figured as much because of the price on it.
I think we're still on different pages. Or are you looking?
I
Oh,
don't
we
know.
got
I
that.
put new releases.
Alrighty, so this is Dreamer Designs. Um, Dreamer Designs has this timeless glow. It is an artifact, which is crazy because I feel like they do a lot of like Chiba type artwork with, little cutesy animals and little girls. This is amazing that they have a landscape. So this comes in both a square and a round. It's a 40 by 40. I don't know if I would get this in a round because these little
What
details
size
right.
is it?
This is an artifact. They usually do like Chiba type artwork, which are like little cutesy animals. They look AI
I
also.
know, but is what
Here's the
size is it?
rendering. This is a square, and so I
What
probably wouldn't buy this.
size? Size.
Yeah, it's a 40 by 40. It's too small. So I probably
Too
wouldn't buy
small.
this.
Mm-mm.
Yep. And it looks even blurrier, with the round of the same size.
No.
So moving on to the next one.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it cute? This is Ekaterina Colton.
What?
Obviously, this is also going to be from their, I think this, ships from overseas. So you can get those in a square and a round. It's also 40 by 40. So here's the rendering.
Too small.
Yeah, this is a square. Yeah, and it's just too blurry. So I would need it bigger. I probably wouldn't get that. All right. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is
That
by
one better be
Alan.
bigger than 40 by 40.
This has to, it's definitely bigger than a 40 by 40. This is Alan Gianna. I'm not sure if I like, so I'm feeling like this is a water scene, but then we have butterflies. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I can't, the butterflies for me should have stayed within this snow globe portion. And so I see artwork and I question that kind of stuff. It looks extremely busy.
So
The
you're
render
questioning the artist. Maybe there's a theme. Maybe there's a reason why she has three butterflies there.
could be. Now this look, the rendering looks a little bit better to me a piece than even this right here because these look like these were just placed in there. And then in the actual artwork, it looks like it's immersed into the canvas. So I like that a little bit better, but I still feel like the butterflies aren't placed well. So this is an 80 by 60, 91 colors, three ABs, and three crystal drills.
What is wrong with Dreamers Designs? Why don't they have any fairy dust?
Well, I, I don't know. They would have to call it something else, and maybe they just don't have it.
Maybe they just don't know what us diamond painters like.
Okay.
Maybe
Touche.
you should tell them, Tia.
All right, I will let her know. Hey, guess what? So here's this is cute. Aw.
That's me and Clam walking
Let's say two travelers walking hand in hand
in the
towards
forest, and
the
there's a
golden
bear at the end
horizon.
of the at the end of the path, and it's gonna gobble us up.
There you go. I like that you have a story that comes with it. I'm not sure I like all of this, like
Look how
these
skinny
lines.
I am. Look how skinny I am.
65 colors, four ABs, and two crystals. This comes in a round.
I bet you the crystals
So
are in the pathway where the sun's beaming off of it.
this right here is it for me. I seen this and was like, yes, it's
What?
going, it's going in the cart. And
What?
it probably won't get done, but guess what? That is how it caught me. Seaside
How?
Cottage.
How did
It
it
is
catch you?
because I love the Japanese slash Chinese
Okay,
blossoms
the flowers are pretty, but why is there a shack in the back
because this is a seaside cottage. This is someone who lives beside the sea. So they are able to come right out,
and
not
fall into
only
the
see this
ocean?
beauty, Not only see this beauty, but off in the distance, look at the mountains.
Yeah.
And then
They
the
walk
water.
out the door and fall into the ocean. That's pretty
I
much
don't
what
know.
that
Maybe
thing
this
is
is a
showing.
path down here to the and that's how I have to look at this. Again, I'm
Hmm.
someone who observes perspective. So this is a shoreline that I'm looking at. It's a
That's
shoreline.
my least favorite. Go on.
But
I
I don't
still,
know if the shoreline kind of goes up as a path. That would be, I would love that. But if you look at the water as it comes up on, you can see through. It's like it's an aqua-ish color. So this is almost like paradise. What more can you want? I mean, obviously you don't want a tidal wave to come in, and you got to be concerned about hurricanes and things like that. But I mean, on good days, it's a good day. So that's how I'm looking at it. It's called House of Tranquility by Yuri Krushish. It
I
is
don't
a
think it's
little small.
tranquility at all.
It's a little small. I have questions, so I'm going to look at the rendering. It's a 60 by 60. And see, the rendering here, the water, that's great. I love the mountain. Even the flowers don't seem as brilliant. So
What
there's
mountain?
um there's only two crystal drills. I would definitely have to, like how I did with my Liam Kelly,
Do you think
where
the
I
crystals
changed
are
out
in
and
the
showed
tree?
breeze. I would definitely have to do that in these trees. And then if you have blossoms down here, you should have blossoms up there. So I'm kind of wondering, maybe to show clouds, but I still wouldn't do that. I mean, if we're looking at it from this angle, I would still put the flowers in. So I'd have to continue everything here up here to the tips. And so that's
Hmm.
something I kind of question also. But this one right here comes in a square, 63 colors. I think that's a lot for how simple the scene is, but there should have definitely been more opportunities to kind of bling this out. And that's what I would be doing. I probably would buy all the bling that I would use. And then, yes, sit it somewhere real nice in the house.
I should start my painting.
Well, that's in my cart. Obviously, I don't know what this was a bit late. This should have been released, because the 17th is um, is St. Patrick's Day, and so releasing this on the 15th doesn't give anyone the opportunity to purchase it and maybe do it in time.
Oh
So
my God, here she goes again about deadlines.
not that that's a deadline, but a lot of times people want to work on something, it's fresh, and they can use it that very next uh, iteration or holiday. So if they started on this in January, it would be easy for them to be able to have somewhere and maybe plan an event to where this could
Maybe
be
they'll buy it
painted.
for next year.
You could do that also. And that could be the mentality. It's
That
just,
looks like Scooby Doo.
next year would be the next iteration of something. But this one right here, I like that it's 76 colors. It's an 80 by 60. It does come with 5 ABs and two crystal drills, so plenty of opportunity to definitely just kind of make this your own. So cute, real cute. There's a mystery diamond painting that came out by Dreamer Designs. That was, I think, Wednesday. Um, so, what's in your cart? Or do you guys have? I'm going over to Diamond Art Club. Did you say you had something that you liked on Diamond Art Club?
Who?
You.
Oh no.
Nothing at all.
I don't know what the. I kind of saw a couple of sneak peeks, but not really. I see the titles and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's nice. And I haven't really watched any. Clem
All right.
snoring. Can you hear?
Um,
Yeah?
Not really.
Oh, good. I need to stop staying up so late on Friday nights.
All right, what I'm trying to do is get the post in order for Diamond Art Club. Hmm.
The rendering is good on the Irish bakery. Was that what that was? An Irish bakery? I couldn't
Yeah,
really
that's
see the
what that was.
picture.
The Irish bakery. Yeah. I'm trying to get to.
My eyes are bad. I
We
got
don't
my
want that.
new I got my new lenses coming and then maybe I'll be better. I'm blind as a bat. I'm blind as a bat. Look at you. How come you changed their picture like this? You never do.
I didn't.
No, I didn't do it.
I might have hit something by mistake. I apologize. I'm trying to show the what's in your cart for Diamond Art Club.
Well, if you're trying to show my card, it'll say empty. Because I don't have anything in my cart.
All
Silly
right,
goose. Silly
let's
goose.
see
You're a
if this
silly
is the
goose.
same.
I want stuff in my cart.
All right,
They're
so we
just
have
not
some of these
there.
Disney posts coming up for Diamond Art Club. Here is the original.
You're not showing it.
Okay, I keep forgetting that. I gotta go back. Here's the original. Exploring Together,
I
The
like
Little
that one.
Mermaid.
I would do that one for Luna.
This is a 22 by 33. Oh, that's inches. I'm sorry, 55 by 83. So it's kind of long, eh,
I
maybe
would
an
do.
80 by 60, but in reverse, portrait instead of landscape mode. Here is the actual rendering.
Ugh.
I'm not a fan. I don't
Ugh.
like it when
What's wrong
they
with
try
her
to show,
face?
huh?
What happened to her face?
Yeah. I don't like it when they try to show like movement and lines with different colors. I feel like you can shade these lines in as opposed to using, harsh lines. These are kind of harsh. The coloring is extremely contrast, and so that's why not a fan of it.
You would like
They
what better
did
as a
pretty good, in
partial?
my opinion.
The
They did
Disney
pretty good with
ones?
the face. This just the blush always looks harsh on these types of canvases.
I think she's saying that she would like the Disney ones as partials.
That might be a good idea to make them as partials. So here's the original.
Like
This
so
is
one like
Jasmine.
that, I wouldn't want it as a partial though.
This is Jasmine. Now this was a better rendering, especially of the background and things. Her face. I'm not sure if I'm a fan, but I would get this one before I got the Little Mermaid one. But I'm still
But I
just not.
don't like her. Go on.
So I was
It's Mickey, my
Mickey.
Mickey, 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 Mickey.
And again, something about this makes it look more simplistic than the actual. This one right here is cute. I don't know, something, it just causes it to look a little more simplistic. It is a round that you see right here.
Of course.
This one I feel like, oh wow, straight out of obviously the movie, like you said.
Is that Frozen?
Yeah, but they did a great rendering on this one. So if you are interested, that's what the
I don't
painting
think I
versus the
would. I
rendering.
don't think I'd like diamond painting that.
It probably, is going to be hard. Let's see, for uh, Hope for the Kingdom, This is 60 different colors, 60 different hues of whites, blues, you know, creams and things. Two aurora borealis and three fairy dust colors. So this one right here, you know, as far as I this was the best, and I feel like this one right here, the rendering is just amazing. If it's something that I would buy or I would work on, this is definitely the closest depiction of the actual picture, and I think the rendering is really good. So with that said, I lost Lizzie. All
I
righty,
was,
going back.
I was just giving you the spotlight that you so deserve.
Well, you're not talking. What is in your cart? Go ahead and show us.
I told you there's nothing in my cart. I'm poor. Not until
Bonnie
the
says
end.
my cart is empty. Cynthia's
Not
cat
until the end
says
of these retreats can I afford to buy anything.
my nuts on a no buy still. Don't know when she'll be able to afford to buy anything. I agree. I can understand that. Tammy's on a no buy as well.
Tia won't even buy me the cat.
The mystery came out. Yeah, I did that sneak peek for Craft Room. Lizzie doesn't watch me. You don't watch her. She did the sneak peek. That owl
You
painting is
did?
similar to the
I
one Macy
honestly,
put
I
out
will
last
admit,
month.
I haven't caught up on videos last week because you guys got me into Heartland and that's all I've been watching. And then I had to catch up on my other TV shows like Madlock and Doc and Elizabeth or whatever the hell her name is. I had to watch all of them too and catch up on those. Oh, and then I was just about to watch. Do you watch the show? Have you know Gypsy Rose?
I know who it is, but I don't watch it.
Well, there was season one, but now season two has come out. So I was just about to watch the first episode, and then someone called me last night, and then that was it. I never finished watching it. So, you know what I'm going to be doing? Well, I got to clean too, because I invited people over. How silly was I?
What sparked you to invite somebody over?
Clem's birthday. It's Sea Dog's birthday next weekend. You missed 10 paintings, she said.
I'm trying to figure out where they at.
It's because Tia
I went to
is
Instagram.
not a gold member anymore, so they downgraded her. I don't know for sure. She probably is a gold member.
That wasn't what made me mad. I think
Have
we talked
you
about this.
seen her stash? She's
She's
definitely a
right.
gold
There's
member.
more. Oh my God. I did miss. I'm sorry. Why don't
I'm
you do
like,
the
it can't be all Disney.
They are.
They still are?
They are a lot, but I didn't realize they made more than one post.
Why can't they do something other than Disney? I feel like this Disney thing has gone on way too long.
But wait, there's more. So she's right. I did miss quite a few more. I didn't see this second post.
That one's kind of cute.
This is cute. This one is a 102, well 103 by 70. That's
Probably
a big
$1,000 in Canada.
that's a big mama right there.
Go on. It's
84
probably
colors.
$1,000 Canadian.
84 colors. Two aurora borealis and six fairy dust. Let's see what this looks like. This is coming in.
Bet you there's a lot of fairy dust in the water.
Oh, this is a great rendering. All right, this is a square, but for I'm sorry, for 103 by 70, the rendering should be perfect, and I think it is. So I would love to see where that fairy dust goes.
The
This
water.
is one, guys. Let's see. Oh, cuteness, cuteness, cuteness. This is magical northern lights. This one right here, 97 colors, one one AB and five fairy dusts. Again, the size does matter, and so the renderings are spot on. They're perfect. Love it. These are probably going to be expensive. Maleficent's Curse. Um, oh my. This one right here, 102 by 70. Again, expecting this to be, oh, look at that. This is a really good rendering. 91 colors, 2AB, one iridescent, and five fairy dust. This is going to be a beautiful painting once it's done.
What's iridescent?
I don't know. I've never seen it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I couldn't even imagine. Maybe an opalescent or something. Iridescent. Hmm. So this is Surf's Up. Look at the gangs all here. The guys got their girls.
Oh,
It's
that's
got
another
Daisy and
show that I've
Penny.
been watching is High Surf.
Look at that. This one too. Good rendering. And that's probably because of how large it is. She got legs. Ah, oh, look at that. This is cute too. 67 colors, five fairy dust. So those are amazing. Obviously, those are coming out in 6 minutes. You guys want to head over. Obviously, let me see if there was more. But wait, there's more. uh,
Was that 10? There's 25 coming out today.
whew,
Mary's on the ball. Mary's on top of it. Mary's on top of it.
well, I guess I didn't realize how many of these were actually. I saw two posts. Well, I saw
I
one.
like Lady and the Tramp where they're eating the spaghetti bowl. Now they should have that one.
All right, so let's see. I
Do
got
they
that.
have that one?
I'm about to show it. Hold on. So you sound like you got some of these too. Then
Who?
some of these posts,
No, I
and
just read it in a line. Oh,
this
but
the one you're talking about. Bella
I
Notes.
think I
Bella
think it
Notes.
should have been. I think it should have been differently laid out. I
They
think it
put
should
them
have.
in different posts. Oh, I don't like this. I think it's too. I don't know. This one I feel could have been a much better rendering for the size. Well, maybe not. The size is 58 by 42. So it's coming in a square. See, size do matter. Let's see what the Friends of the Rainbow.
That's for like that must be for Gay Pride Week.
69 by 60. They ended up pulling this out because that's still small. Um, and maybe that's why the detail is not in here and in these
They're
hands.
cartoons. How much detail do you need?
A little bit more. This is a cartoon, The Parade,
Oh, Winnie
Winnie the
the
Pooh.
Pooh.
But
Winnie
I
the
bet you this one
Pooh.
gonna look good. It's a 127 by 55. And look at that. Almost
Is that
similar.
it? Just them three?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Winnie the Pooh.
Well, where's Pooh?
76 colors, two fairy dust.
Where's Pooh?
Well, he's not in this rendering.
Well, that's poopy.
We can move mountains. Oh, that's cute. Now that's really cute. So this one, 11 colors. One A, B, and three fairy dust. And there we go. Any others?
Are they all Disney?
Yep.
What
I
the
did this, I did
heck?
this, I did, let me see. one was just the photo. So I did all three of those. Anybody have something coming out with maybe another um, diamond painting company? Diamond painting. What is it? Bella Art Diamonds. Um, Captured by Radiance. Um,
Not yet.
okay. Well, no sneak peeks on those. I, really
Well,
enjoy.
they can't. They're not like a big company that can put out sneak peeks every week. Like
Maybe not.
you got to be like a good, like a multi-billion company to do that. They're just starting out. Give them a break.
Okay. Well, you know what? What we know so far is wonderful. So because we know some great stuff from Capture by Radiance, I think she's doing a good job getting her message and stuff out there. There's a lot of other canvases out there. Don't forget Crystal Canvas Art by Amy Reed.
Let's
That's
talk about the ones that died.
I'm not doing that. You're so controversial. You go ahead and bring it up. That way you
What
get
do
in your moment.
you mean? Just so that people know they're no longer existing.
Go ahead and mention it.
I don't know them all.
You must know something.
Do you know something, Tia?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. See how she makes things all suspiciously and stuff? And she makes it seem like I'm talking drama, but I'm not. It's just actual facts.
There we go. Bonnie has the scoop.
Art and Soul closed recently. Hallelujah. Now was that so hard to say, Tia?
I wasn't gonna
And
say
I'm
that.
kind of sad because, I did like their paintings. Like, look at my Indian girl. She rocked ass. But of course, I did a lot of adjustments to her, but I'm not pulling my crank or anything. I was almost going to suggest them that they should do it the rendering that I did because it was so perfect.
She did what? She rocked what?
Huh?
Huh?
I said that I should have told them to change the rendering to my picture because it was turned out so well. But can't do that now because they closed.
Hi, Rhonda.
Hey, hey, Rhonda. That's my Canadian peeps right there. Elbows up.
Bella Safina has awesome cross stitch conversion kits and others, and I
I've
am
never
working on
bought
one.
from Bella Safina. Have you?
I have not. Now Mindy had a couple at the Great Lakes Retreat a few years ago, and I got to see the quality. The quality is superb. It's superior, and I think it can compete with anyone. So she does have good quality. But the canvases that were there were kind of soft, romantic pieces. There wasn't a lot of landscape, and they were, just not, I'll do a portrait, but I like to have things that are more landscapey than portraity. So it was like a woman from a Victorian era or something like that, and she didn't look anything like me, and so those kind of canvases probably wouldn't intrigue me. Now I have fooled around with changing skin tone and stuff, but just the canvas wasn't enough to pull me to even want to have to do that.
All right. So, on a bright note, let's wrap up this show. Tell me, everybody, what you're going to do for the rest of the week.
For me,
Yeah.
I'll be working on my cross stitch project.
Yeah, she's going to get 5 stitches in by the end of the week.
Might be. I had 136 stitches yesterday, 100 and I think 32 the day
Oh,
before.
wow. She's on a roll. We're going to lose Tia to the cross stitch community.
I don't know if there's a chance of loss to anything. Again, it's just all about, in the moment. I was in the other
You're
room.
not gonna have anything common to talk about if you move over to the cross stitch.
Why not? We can talk about cross stitch. It's a crafting. My channel
No,
says craft
it
addiction.
bores me. It bores me.
That's not nice. Has anyone worked on a mystical dreams canvas? I am tempted to try
Would
one.
you watch someone put parts in a car because it interests you?
Yeah,
Like if you weren't interested in building a car, would you watch it?
yeah,
You're so full of poo.
I would. And I'm going to tell you why. I told you I helped my dad restore cars. And what
Hey, that
industry
was
do
a
I
bad
work in?
example.
What industry do I work in? That was a horrible example. And you know what industry I work in. Shame on you. So you know good and well I'd be sitting there watching. I probably would then go out and try and put the engine in myself. Stop. Yeah, that was a horrible example.
That was a
Pooh is
horrible
in the
example.
parade. He is
I'm not
back.
even
He
gonna
is in
lie.
the back, Lizzie. Oh yeah, in the actual cartoon, I think Pooh was in the parade. I just don't know if he's in the canvas.
Bianca, Bianca, hello.
Mary says, I
You're
have
leaving
four
now.
from Mystical Dream, but I haven't worked on one yet. Bianca! Oh my God!
Ah, see, she says that he is in the parade. He's in the back. You didn't show the whole picture.
I showed the picture that they allowed us to see. Now,
Oh my god, my ears are popping.
I don't know why your ears are popping. He is not in their canvas. You can't
She
even make.
said Pooh is in the parade. He is in the back, Lizzie.
This is a snippet from an actual cartoon, Lizzie. He was in the parade behind Christopher Robbins in the cartoon, but he ain't in this picture.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. She had her fourth child.
Yep, the last time I heard from you, you told me you were pregnant. Oh my gosh, and you've had the baby. Congratulations,
Congratulations.
honey. You guys, this is my girl Bianca. She is down, she's in Australia. And Bianca's been supporting my channel for almost 7 years now. So, and we talk behind the scenes. Have my girl sent it to you, Tia, to look at. Okay. Let me see. I'm not logged in on the computer. Cheryl says he is in her picture, I guess. He's just not on the picture on Instagram. So let's see.
I was gonna say, why would they have a picture of just the three of those?
You did say that. Why would it just be the three? It's a whole picture that's missing. Something is going on.
See, you're false advertising, Tia.
I
People
am.
like, I ain't buying that. There's only three characters. What the heck?
Hold
Like,
on. I'm trying to
where's
figure.
the donkey with the little? What's the donkey's name? Igor? No, I don't know. What's the donkey's name?
The donkey.
Yeah,
No,
there's a
Eeyore.
donkey.
Eeyore.
Eeyore, I was right. Is he in it too?
That is the whole canvas that Cheryl just sent to me.
See, now that I would buy. I think out of
I
all of them,
all
that
of
would
them.
be the one
Tigger,
that I would
Eeyore,
get.
Diggo Pooh. I
I
have
think
no idea why. But it looked like some were missing from some of the other ones too. I was wondering.
I think that I would get that one. I'm not even gonna lie. Did anybody open that one? Did anybody do the unboxing for that one? How come J Rob didn't get that one? J Rob should have got that one instead of the craft room thing.
I don't know. It wasn't my choice to send to those who got the so I don't know
Well,
why she did.
maybe you should go work with Diamond Art Club, Tia.
No, no, don't get me in trouble now. I'm doing fine with you, Dreamer. I love you, Dreamer. You keep
Mm-hmm.
being good to me,
All
Dreamer.
right. Well, it's time to say our goodbyes. The show is over.
And from the side where there's Kuth,
The show's
it's been a
over.
great show today. Thank you guys all for coming out, hanging out with us, having a good time.
If it was
Um,
Tia's choice, we'd be on for 5 hours.
Not true, but I do like to interact and engage, and I like,
She doesn't
reading
like it when
comments.
I say it's time to go, but when she says it's time to go, it's okay. It's time to go. But
I don't do it like
When Liz says it, it's like I'm cutting her off.
because you literally did.
Because if I don't cut you off, I don't get a word edge. I don't get a word in edgewise.
That's true.
Tia likes to talk a
On the
lot,
camera,
a
on
lot.
the camera. But who does most of the talking when these cameras go off?
No, that's not true at all. That's true. I
I
gotta
think
clean.
that
I gotta clean the house. Are you gonna come over and help me clean?
I'm not doing that. I don't come until after the cleaning's done. All right, we're gonna make sure that this show ends because apparently we had a great 2 minutes of our last live where I thought the camera was off, and you guys got a bit of the real Tia.
That was funny. That was hilarious. I'm like, Tia, it is not off.
And so everybody was
Tia sent you
laughing.
Peter Pan. There must be a Peter Pan too.
Uh-oh, it sold out in the early access.
What did
This
the
is crazy. That video was awesome. Thank you, Rhonda. Woo! This one right here, that didn't show, but this one, that's probably gonna sell out.
well,
That's
she said something sold out in during early access. I'm sure they have some for the general public that they hold back. So go back on at 12. Get your clicker on. Get your clicker on because they'll be back on at 12. Anyways, with that said, we're going to let you guys all go buy Diamond Art Clubs because you know y'all want some. You want all that Disney stuff in your life.
don't forget
Bye,
Dreamer
everyone.
Designs, and you can use code TIA15.
I don't think they're going to Dreamer Designs, but that's okay. I will for you. Bye.